early because I pre-ordered my Grab and he got to me like 20 minutes early. So yeah, I got here quite early, grabbed a coffee because the check-in desk wasn't open yet. That's how early I was. But yeah, I've just checked in, took the train to the correct terminal, and I'm gonna walk and find my gate. But yeah, I'm going to Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. My first time in Vietnam, and I've wanted to go to Ho Chi Minh City for a really long time, so this will be a good one. Officially welcome back to the vlog, guys. I made it in one piece. I'm in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam for the first time. The flight was like an hour and 20 minutes from Bangkok. It wasn't too bad. The airplane was a little bit small. Like literally the seat in front was like here. Maybe here, I am over exaggerating, but maybe like here. And my knees were touching the chair in front. But yeah, it was only like an hour and 20 minutes. So I just checked in. I'm gonna go find like a 7-Eleven or convenience store to get some water, maybe some snacks, and something to eat. I feel like I'm just gonna walk into the first place that I see selling pho and go there. I was stressing out quite a lot. So my main reason for this trip is to apply for my long-term visa for Thailand. You can't be in the country when you are doing the application. So the lady that's helping me do the application process, she was like, can you please enter Vietnam on your Australian passport? So I have dual citizenship, I have Australian and British. And I never use my Australian passport, like ever, unless I'm entering Australia, because even with a British passport, you need a visa to get into Australia. So otherwise I never use it. It's like collecting dust. And yeah, I just didn't think, anyway, she wants to do the application using that passport. And I was like, okay, cool, no problem. But when I had booked this trip, which was a little while ago, I had like Googled, do I need a visa for Vietnam with a British passport? And it was like, no. So she tells me on Sunday she wants me to enter, today's Wednesday. I just didn't think about it until I was in the line for immigration, and I was like, oh my God, I didn't even look. And I Googled it and it was like, yes, Australians need a visa to get into the country. And it takes like a week to apply. It's not even like I could get it on entry. So when I got up to the desk, I was like, I'll just ask a question. I gave him my Australian passport and he's like, visa? And I was like, I don't have a visa. I don't have a visa, but I have this passport. And he's like, great. And I explained to him, like, I'm applying for a visa for Thailand. They want me to have the entry stamp for Vietnam in my Australian passport. Is that possible? And he said no. He's like, if you're entering on your Australian passport, you need a visa. Otherwise, I have to use your British passport because you don't need a visa. Anyway, I just got to the hotel and I messaged her and I was like, problem. And she's like, it's okay, it's fine. We can prove that you have dual citizenship. It's not a problem. So I was like, okay, good. I was really stressing. Anyway, so far so good here. Like aesthetically, it looks different than Thailand. Vietnam was colonized by the French, so there's more of a European influence in some of the buildings, the architecture, just like the aesthetics in general, whereas Thailand was never colonized. Well done, Thailand. Well done. I think they had some form of agreement with the UK, but they were never actually colonized. So yeah, like a different vibe, yeah, it just looks different. People seem really friendly, just like Thai people. I went to get a taxi and the guy was like, where are you from? And I said, originally from the UK, but I live in Bangkok. And he's like, oh, Bangkok, Sawadee Cup. And I'm like, oh my God, you know the language of my people. But yeah, so far everything seems nice. They seem to have less American chains. So like in Thailand, the drive from the airport to where I live, I would see like 1 million 7-Elevens and 1 million Starbucks. I have not seen Starbucks once here. I've seen a different chain. I've seen like several of those coffee shops, so I guess that's their version. and I've only seen one 7-Eleven, so I'm gonna go walk around and have a look. Let's go. So my phone was dying, but I was really hungry, so I wasn't able to vlog when I left and got something to eat, but I asked the ladies at reception where to go. I wanted pho, and then I also need to go to a convenience store. I just didn't see it when I walked in, but there's like a tiny little convenience store right outside, kind of similar to a 7-Eleven, similar stuff. And then next door to that was a lady she doesn't actually have pho on her menu, but she has like a lot of noodle broth dishes. So I got like a chicken noodle soup. It was like $3 with a drink. So I'm fed and happy. I'm pretty tired. I'm just gonna chill here for the rest of the evening. I got to bed pretty late last night, and then I had to get up pretty early to get ready for my flight today. So yeah, I'm just gonna have a quiet one, a Netflix kind of evening, and then I'll do some exploring tomorrow. I forgot to mention, because a few people have asked me why I didn't apply for the long-term visa before moving to Thailand. So you're supposed to be in a country where there is a Thai embassy, and not in Thailand. And I was living in Barbados. They don't have a Thai embassy, obviously, why would they? The closest one would have been Bogota, Colombia. Funny enough, I was in Colombia last September. I was in Medellin. But although I had decided that I wanted to move at that point, because I think I decided in like August last year that I was gonna move, I hadn't decided like where or what my plan was. So anyway, yeah, you're supposed to be in a country where there is an embassy. So yeah, a lot of people like me who would be living in a country where there isn't an embassy would just do what I'm doing, which is like get to Thailand. If it's definitely somewhere you want to be long term, then you can hop over to a neighboring country, Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos, Malaysia, Indonesia, wherever, and apply for it there. So there's a chance, although the application is online, there's a chance they could call me into the embassy. So I've just brought appropriate embassy attire. But yeah, here's hoping everything goes smoothly. Hello lovelies. So the plan today, I spent this morning doing some visa paperwork, and now I'm gonna head to get a coconut coffee. I've been watching a few travel vlogs, so I have written down all the places I want to go to and things I want to do. I'm gonna go grab that coffee, then I'm gonna go to the Fine Arts Museum, and then grab dinner. Let's go. Definitely get the coconut coffee. It was so good. So I had a slight change of plan. Instead of going to the Fine Arts Museum, I came to the market. This is supposed to be a good market for souvenirs, but apparently it can be quite hustly, so let's see. That wasn't too bad. It wasn't as hustly as I thought it would be. You do get hustled a little bit, but it's not too bad. It is very busy and it's quite hot in there, so I would advise going like earlier in the day. But yeah, if you're looking for souvenirs, I think that's a good spot to go to. Vietnamese pancake, which she showed me how to prepare. And I also ordered some fresh spring rolls. I'm just waiting on them. All right, the fresh spring rolls came. I've realized I have ordered too much food, but that's fine. So I went with chicken for the spring rolls. I went with shrimp for the fresh spring rolls, and I went with chicken for the pancake.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you.
So the coconut coffee I had yesterday was much better. The coffee flavor was stronger. The coconut flavor was stronger. It was kind of like an affogato, but with like coconuts ice cream instead of vanilla. The one today, it was just a lot more mild and it was blended, so you couldn't really taste the coffee, you couldn't really taste coconuts. It was just like a milkshake basically. I like the added touch of the toasted coconut on top. But yeah, I think the other place wins. I would like to go back to this one. It was just such a cool retro vibe. To be honest, so was the other one yesterday. But I saw a guy with like drip over Vietnamese coffee, so I might go back maybe tomorrow morning and try that. We are at our next stop. This is the old Ho Chi Minh post office building. This is a very popular thing to do here because you can still send postcards to your loved ones. There is Ho Chi Minh himself. So you've got people lining up to buy postcards, and then they've got an area for you to sit and write your postcards before you send them off. Found this place outside of the post office. It's right there. I love these magnets. I'm gonna go look in Book Street. That's my next destination, and then I might come back for fridge magnets. They're really pretty. Also a notebook. I love notebooks. All right, let's go to Book Street. I want to read this series, but I have a few books at home that I need to finish first, so. Oh my God, who had to read this in school? Me. Okay, that was definitely worth a visit. It's not a very long street. There's bookstores. Some of the books are in English, some in French, some in Vietnamese. There's even secondhand bookstores, which is my kind of vibe. Souvenir stores and coffee shops. So it's a cute little street to go down. The next stop is Notre Dame, the cathedral. It is started raining. So the cathedral is currently under construction. Quite a lot of construction. But it is still open apparently for mass, not for people just to go in and look. I think they have mass daily, and the only English mass they have, the only mass they have in English is on Sundays. There we go. So this part they are doing renovations, and on this side as well. But the original red bricks and the original stained glass was imported from France back in the day. So this is what it was looking like back in the day. The glory days. And this is here now. Construction. That's the statue. So this is all in the same area. That is the post office over there. So yeah, you can do quite a few things in one stop. There's a color photo. Oh, it looks beautiful. Maybe when you guys come to visit, it will be finished. Okay, on a more serious note, I need something to eat, and I think today is going to be a banh mi day. So this place is the place I wanted to go to try banh mi. Unfortunately, they only do pork, and I don't eat pork, so I'm gonna go to another one that's actually opposite my hotel that's quite highly rated. All right, this is the place, also very highly rated. I'm just gonna try and cross the streets. Cars don't stop for you here, like at all. just gotta go. I'm back at the hotel feeling very defeated. That second place also only sells pork banh mi. I thought I did my research correctly. I swear I saw people getting like pork, beef, and chicken. Anyway, whatever. I'm gonna go through my options because I wrote like a list of places that I want to eat at. So I'm gonna go through that list. For the moment, I bought a raspberry Pepsi. And yeah, I'm wet. It was like drizzling on and off all day and then it started pouring. Even though I have an umbrella, I got wet. And then my messy bun is taking the messy part very seriously today. I forgot to pack hair clips, so I've had to like re-tie up my hair like 500 times. Anyway, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Let me go through the list and I'll have a look. All right, I ended up just ordering on Grab. I ordered a sandwich from a place called Dolce. I saw someone post about them on TikTok and it looked pretty good. I will do my research. I'll find somewhere to go to get a banh mi, a chicken or pork banh mi. But yeah, I'm here till like next Saturday, so I have plenty of time. Anyway, it's raining. It's a pretty miserable day. I'm just gonna have a shower, relax, eat my sandwich. And I have to edit and post this vlog because it's Sunday. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video, leave a comment. I appreciate it more than you know. See you next time.